Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Moon Day Messages. And yet again, I skipped a week. It has been a lot over here. I am going through big transitions, and I was just not able to hold the space last week. But we're getting back into the groove, we're getting back into the energy, and I am excited to share this week's energy with you. But before we go into that, the signs that this message is for you are going to show up on the screen right now. So the signs are 888, 222, and then Flubber. Do you remember that movie from, I want to say, the 90s? This greenish, flubbery, whatever the fuck that was just like moving around by itself. I think it was with Robin Williams. I think so. Robbie Williams? I always confuse the two. And then sunscreen. So some of you might be on vacation, or you're planning to, and you're buying sunscreen, or you're making it yourself, even better. But yeah, maybe you see a commercial of Flubber, or you see some slimy, greeny stuff in general, whatever, but that's what I saw and immediately had to think of Flubber. So these are the signs that this message is for you. Okay, so the sun moves into gate number 2, which is the gate of higher knowing, and it is in the G center, or also the identity center. This is the energy that helps you, like the center by itself is the energy that helps you to connect to your direction in life, to your purpose, to where you need to head, but also the way you love and the way you want to be loved. So this gate, the higher knowing gate, is exactly about that as well. Direction, purpose, and a drive to fulfill one's destiny. So during this week, you will have downloads, ideas, nudges, opportunities, people reaching out, or you're seeing an opportunity, or an opportunity happens for you. In whatever way, there will be a deep intuitive understanding of your path in life. Like something will come up that will shape that even more for you. Like there will come like some understanding around how to fulfill this, how to step more into it, what can be done on your part to step more into it, and so on. So it is really the energy of aligning you with your true self and the universal flow. So this week is super exciting. The energy is super exciting. It might be come through dreams, it might be coming through conversation, it might be coming through this video. Whatever it is, there is a sense of you getting a puzzle piece that you have been missing prior, that will help you to shape the overall vision of what your purpose is. You might not necessarily be like the last puzzle piece that you've been waiting for, but for some of you that might be the case. For some of you it might be the first one, for some of you it might be like in the middle of that picture, but like there will be some significant thing coming in for you to be like, oh, that makes sense, like because I love doing this as a child, or that makes sense because one of my biggest wounds that I'm working through is this, and that would be the antidote, or that would be me stepping through my fear and helping others through it, or however. Like there will be some sense of understanding what you are here for to do coming in through you or someone else or something else this week. So that's exciting. And what else came through while I was channeling was, it is time to surrender right now and give up control to God or the universe. Giving up the control over trying to be on top of everything, understanding what you need to do next, and just being open to receive that message instead of trying to grind for it and finding it, okay? Another thing that came through, which is totally unrelated to the rest of the energy so far that I shared with you, is some of you just need to let go of the resentment towards a brother or a brother figure. It might just also be like a best friend, or I don't know, maybe it used to be a best friend and you considered them a brother, but that's not the case anymore. While I said that, the video was 4-minute 44 long, so that might be an actual really big indicator for some of you. Then another thing that came up was let go of shame and go ask for help. I was just shown so much love from my community concerning the situation that I am in right now without me stepping out of my shell and asking for help, just because my people know how difficult that is for me. And they showed out in the most beautiful way. I just cried so many tears up until, like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes ago, before I decided it's time to hop onto this video and share this with you. So it's definitely a message for me, but it also very much came through for some of y'all. So, you know, I'm the one talking here saying, like, just do it, just ask for help, and I was not able to do it myself, right? So I know, I understand, I get it, you know. But sometimes we just have to face this discomfort and the shame surrounding whatever it is that you're dealing with, and just ask your people for help. Like, at the end of the day, most of the time, the people that have difficulty asking for help are the first ones going and helping others. So if you do this for others, you deserve it back. And these people that receive it from you, they want to give it back to you 9 out of 10 times. So it's okay, you know, just go ahead and ask for help. Do it with the person that you trust most. Do it with the person where it is the least uncomfortable, to get you into the zone, to get you into the energy, to allow yourself to do it in a way that you can actually move through it without your nervous system being too crazily activated. So yeah, that's pretty much the message here. And then another thing that came through very strongly is turn on your voice, your inner voice, and turn off the voice of your parents. Whatever that means for you, this was a strong emphasis here, probably towards like decisions that you're making that is not supported by your parents, and that is just shaking you up a little bit and makes you feel that you shouldn't do it because you trust your parents. And usually it's not because they have bad intentions. Depends obviously, but usually it's not because they have bad intentions, but more so because they want to protect you, and they feel like you are risking too much, maybe, or whatever the case may be, right? Like, it comes usually from a place of them wanting to protect you, and therefore wanting you to listen to their advice. But whatever it is that is coming up for you while I talk about this is where you have to listen to your own voice, and you have to shut this one down for this time, because at the end of the day, you are always going to be the one knowing what is right for you. You know, sometimes our parents, as much as they have good intentions behind their advice, it is not necessarily the advice that is right for you in that moment. Okay, let's see what the Oracle deck has to say. If you are new here, this is my Human Design Oracle deck. I am working hard on sending it out to different publishers at the moment to get it officially published with a booklet. And if you are interested in wanting one of those as soon as they are out, then the link is in the description, just like my current offers as well. If you want to have a human design reading or want to work in a different way with me, it's all down below. Okay, let's see what the Oracle deck has to say for this week's energy. Okay, Spirit, what is it that we need to know right now? What is it that the collective that was guided to watch this video needs to know this week? What are the messages we need to receive for this collective for this week? I also feel some of you need to rest more. If it's like getting a proper night's sleep, or just being a little bit more lazy on the couch, or, you know, if you can work less, I feel like some of you are more depleted than you should be. Okay? Okay, what is it that we need to know, Spirit? What is it that we need to know? What else is it that we need to know? Is that it? Oop, is that it? Okay. Okay. Interesting. So the first one that came out is the gut response. Which is very much about that listening to your own voice and shutting off the voice of others, specifically from your parents. Because the truth lies within you now. Like if you have a sacral authority or not, if your sacral is defined or not in your human design, doesn't matter. In this case, this just wants you to know that you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your gut. You need to listen to your body. And then what we have is shake it off. The emotions that you might feeling coming up, the shame, the resentment, the fear, the anxiety around all of the things that I've been talking about, like letting go of the resentment towards your brother or the brother figure, asking for help and getting out of your shame. Like make sure to balance your nervous system. And one of the things that you can do that is by shaking it off, shaking it out of your energy, shaking it out of your system. If that is dancing, if that is jumping, if that is just like shaking, like literally physically shaking your body, whatever it is, this is very beneficial for you to help you to get rid of these stuck energies that might still be in your body somehow. And then we have bold and moon cycle. The bold energy is very much about taking a leap of faith. Allowing yourself to step out of theory and into practice, allowing yourself to get out of the mind and into taking physical action steps. And then the moon cycle, so this is why this is very interesting, is more so about waiting it out and letting yourself wade in the, like, not letting yourself wait, that was like a weird way to say this, but surrender to the timing of when to be bold and taking the leap of faith. When is the right timing, and therefore listening to your gut to be able to do that. Because the next card that came out is the Divine Masculine, which is also very much about taking action. And for some of you, it might be that you, now I understand. Okay, so this is a message for both sides. Some of you need to step more into your Divine Masculine and take that action. And some of you have been too much in the Divine Masculine and taking too much action, and you need to wait it out a little bit more and surrender and be more in your feminine, because the Divine Masculine says you are embodying Divine Masculine energy during this time, or are asked to step more into your Divine Masculine. You might have spent more time in your feminine and were able to switch over to the other side, or are asked to follow this urge now. Being in a masculine means we are taking action and working towards whatever we can and we want to achieve. So it's speaking to everybody really right now, not just the ones that are needing to take action, but also to the ones that have been overly trying to do only the physical world, navigating the physical world by taking action and doing more and being more controlling and thinking like, if I want this, I have to do this again. And instead they are asked to really slow down and be more in their feminine and trust the moon cycle. Okay. And then the overall energy is unexpected, which whatever it is that needs to come in for you right now, it will come, and it will come unexpectedly. Okay? Be open for unexpected miracles and blessings during this time. The energy is shifting in your life and might feel like you are losing your grip, but things need to shed and fall away for the new to come in. Trust that whatever leaves your life right now is leaving to make space for something that matches your new frequency. Be open to receive your blessing. And then the card right after that, I can't ignore it, is patience. So on the bottom of the deck is this card, which is always the overall card. But when I lifted it up, I saw patience, and I just felt the urge to say, like, this is part of the message here. So trust the divine timing. I'm telling this myself. I needed that message just as much as you guys probably. And yeah, I just want you to know that it's been rough for almost everyone right now. Like everyone that I'm talking to was like, yeah, it's been a crazy few months. So I just want you to know that it is a cosmic shift that we are going through. It's a energetic shift that we are going through, and therefore it's going to affect everybody, and it's going to affect us in ways that we did not expect, didn't plan for. So yeah, just allow yourself to feel into you, to your voice, to if you need to take more action or if you need to be more in receivership right now. um yeah, it's pretty clear, and expect unexpected miracles, like they're on the way. Okay, it's all gonna happen. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for, I appreciate you still being here, even though I have been a little bit floppy in the last few weeks. I'm trying to show up more here, and I'm sending you love. See you next week.